Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of That's So Matthew. Today, I am so excited to be with a very special guest talking about a very special movie. So, introduce yourself and what we're going to talk about.
I'm Leah, and we're going to be talking about Enchanted. What a great movie. So excited.
Yes, I am so excited. This is part of my royalty month where I'm talking about all princess inspired movies, like The Princess Diaries, both of them, and Ella Enchanted. So
good.
and we have Enchanted right now. So I'm so excited. This movie was my childhood.
Literally, no. I had Barbie dolls that were like the Enchanted characters.
That's so good. No, I literally, as I was watching this, I had not seen this movie in quite some time, I'll be honest, because it wasn't on Disney Plus. I don't think I have the DVD, but I rewatched it and I remembered like every single second of it.
So good.
Like the whole animated sequence is like just engraved like in my brain.
Yes.
It's also like has such an amazing cast, like Indina Menzel.
I know. And Amy Adams. Ugh.
Patrick Dempsey. It just gets better.
It does.
But this movie, as a kid, I'm gonna be honest, I loved it, but the thing that I didn't like was the animated parts.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, why is it like in both animated and live action? And little Matthew just couldn't comprehend like what a masterpiece this was.
I thought that was so cool when I was little. I was like, oh my gosh.
No, I mean like now I love it, but like little Matthew was quite the movie critic. He was very like picky, but it's fine.
It just like, it was part of your future, you
Yeah,
know?
like look, now we're here on the podcast because I just critique movies for a living now, pretty much. Um, it's also, can we talk about how it literally like makes fun of like a bunch of Disney movies, like Snow White, like Rapunzel. It's
Literally.
so good. Like the spinning wheel thing with like Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. But as a
Uh,
kid, you were just like, it's so cute.
it's so cute. Literally, I just in the poster for this movie, like when they're all like in New York, and then you see like the evil lady like over them.
So good.
Yeah, so I'm so excited. There's also something super exciting about this movie. The songs for this movie were written by Alan Menken and Steven Schwartz.
No way.
And you know what Steven Schwartz also wrote? Pippin.
Whoa. Little
Which,
science.
for people who don't know, I'm currently in Pippin. I mean, we haven't started rehearsals, but I got cast as Pippin in Pippin.
Hey.
I am very excited, a little nervous. It's definitely in my higher vocal range, which I'm like nervous about. I feel like whenever I'm casting a part that is like in my higher vocal range, I'm like, am I going to be able to hit the notes? Like 6 shows, like this is a lot.
You're
But I
gonna do
think
great
it's
though.
going to be so good, and I'm so excited. So when I saw that he was part of this, I was like, this is such a perfect one to do today.
Perfect. We love to see it.
We love to see it. So let's honestly get off with our first character, which is Giselle, who's played by Amy Adams, and she is a princess who really wants to meet a prince, and she's like locked in a tower like Rapunzel, and she like starts singing this song, and then all of a sudden she finds this prince. And however, there is an evil queen after her who transforms her into New York, and she comes across Patrick Dempsey's character Robert, and she like starts falling in love with him, even though she's like with this other prince who's she's only known for a day. And then she like moves in with this guy, and honestly, the character was kind of a vibe.
Yeah. He the prince, not a fan.
I did not
Robert,
like him. No, Robert and Giselle,
couple goals.
yeah, no, they were a power couple. And I honestly just really wish that we would have seen like a little bit more of a like arc between them relationship wise. But there is a sequel coming out. You didn't know
No
this?
way.
Yeah,
Wait, I think I did know this.
it's coming out on Disney Plus. It's called Disenchanted. And it's been
Is it
like,
gonna have the same cast though?
yeah, it is. Like
Oh,
it's
thank God.
so yeah, I believe it's coming out in like 2022.
Okay.
Okay, let me look at it. According to Google, 2022, it'll be released in late 2022.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited now.
Yeah, I'm very nervous though. Like I'm like it has so many like things to live up to.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be trash, but it's okay. We can hope. Just
Ooh.
have low expectations and then it'll be really good.
Yeah, that's how you need to do it. You just have to have like the lowest expectations like humanly possible.
Yeah.
Um so honestly, do you have any thoughts about Giselle? Like the one thing I didn't like about her was like how she was so worried about her prince that she couldn't see that like Robert was like right in front of her, but I digress.
Yeah. Literally my favorite thing as a child and still to this day is like how she would make clothes out of like the curtains and stuff. And like her fashion was just so on point. Like the dresses she made, so pretty. That was my favorite part of the
My
movie.
favorite part is when he's like, "Did you make dresses out of my curtains?" And then you just like, see this giant like cutout of a dress in the curtain. It
Perfect.
too good. Like I just think that this movie like kind of shows her like emotional maturity. Like at the beginning she's like very like innocent, and then by the end she's a little bit more spicy, and she's like standing up for
Yeah.
herself like with this prince who doesn't even want to go on a date. Like that's a red flag.
Yeah, that was so stupid. I was like, kick him to the curb.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Well, what is a date? How
Sir.
idiotic do you have to be, dude?" Like,
Come
so
on
up
now.
next is Patrick Dempsey's character Robert, who is a divorce attorney in New York. And one of my favorite scenes like of this whole movie is when Giselle like goes to the court with him and she's like interviewing these people. She's like, "You're gonna be separated forever?" It's like, oh, so funny. I literally am obsessed. But I think that he should have also made some more moves with Giselle, to be honest with you. Like there needed to be equal work.
Yeah. I feel like he was, yeah, towards the end, especially when it was like so obvious that they were in love.
Yeah, like how blind you have to be. Like I thought that this would have been a perfect couple, a perfect transition.
Nope.
No, they were done. But I think that he also is kind of like he kind of gets rubbed, or Giselle like rubs off on him a little bit. Like towards the end, he's a lot more like open, not like so closed off. But he also has that one lady, I forget what her name is. It's Indina Menzel's character, who he's like interested in. Nancy
Nancy. Yeah.
Tremaine, like Lady Tremaine from Cinderella, which is funny because I'm pretty sure she played that in
Wow.
like the live action 2021 with like Camila Cabello, which I still have not watched.
Me either. I've heard such bad things.
I literally I don't even want to watch it because I know that it's so bad. No, she is kind of a naughty word. Um she like comes in and Giselle's like on top of him, which how did that even work? Like how did she like end up on top of him is the question.
Clumsiness.
Like realistically would never
Yeah.
happen. But was it like a cute, like, ooh, romantic moment? But then Nancy comes in. That the name Nancy just gets me every time.
And why is she like forcing herself on his kid? Like grown up girl bonding time. Ew.
No, that poor child, that child was like thrown around like so many times throughout this movie. Like, what did you ever do?
Nothing. She was sweet and innocent.
Yeah, that's why I was like, girl, what is going on? No. So I just really wish that Robert like would have dropped Nancy. But I digress because Nancy was kind of as much as I didn't like her, I thought she was like kind of iconic. Because it's
I mean,
Indina Menzel.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's Indina Menzel. No, she is such a freaking icon. Yeah, just so good. And we also have the fact that Nancy did not sing at all.
No.
They
What's up with
wasted the
that?
talent of
Yeah.
Indina Menzel. But I'm pretty sure that she's supposed to be coming back in the sequel.
She better go
So
solo.
yeah, no, she better have like a whole. I think she should have like a ballad moment.
Yes.
You know, my entire when I was little, I honestly thought that like the evil lady, I forget what her name is, and Nancy were like the same person.
No way.
I did. Okay, we don't talk about it. Um,
That's so funny.
I just and then like when I would like the last time I watched it, I think I was like 10, so it was like 7 years ago. So it was like a long time ago. I was finally like, wait, it's not the same person.
I
It,
love that.
yeah. We live, we learn. Next character we have Prince Edward. I don't like him.
Not a fan, me either. He's
He
so
is.
full of himself.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's so arrogant. Like, what a jerk. Like,
Yeah,
he's one of those people in high school that I would literally just like hate.
yeah, I agree.
Like, ew.
If I was Giselle, I'd be like, no, honey, you're gonna have to work a
No,
little
why?
harder.
Why is she like so in love with this man?
I do not know.
Like, literally, he doesn't even like know what's going on. He's kind of an idiot.
He
Like,
is.
Giselle, you could do so much better. Like,
Come on, babe. Work on it.
yeah. Also, the fact that he like just wanted to like, I don't know, like he was so like such a simple, basic character, but he like ruled over the whole movie.
Yeah.
Like, not my favorite for sure. But also I read this fun fact that the guy who played Edward wanted to be Robert.
Oh, interesting.
I feel like that would not have been a good choice. Like, I feel like the casting was perfect though. Like, he played the character so much that we don't like him, which is kind of the point.
Yeah. I feel like they all did so good.
No, I think that Prince Edward, not my favorite character, but the performance was pretty good.
Yes,
So
I
I
agree.
will forgive. So next up we have Nathaniel.
Ugh,
That name first, Nathaniel.
I hate that man. He's
Yeah,
so creepy.
he is like the one scene where he gives Giselle the poison apple. It's free poison apple day. What the like what
Yeah.
is that? Because I've never heard of that. And then Giselle like is like almost eats it. And then in the final scene when she like eats the apple and it like rolls over and it's like what this man Nathaniel also his cartoon version and his real life version are a little too specific and similar.
I do have to say though, like the actor for him is such a good actor because he's so good at maybe he's just creepy in real life though, because like he was really creepy in this movie and then he's like in Harry Potter too, and he's so creepy in that. Like
You're like maybe he's just creepy.
he
No,
probably is.
no, I would not be surprised because this man does it too well. Like it's
Yeah.
so concerning. Like and he's like always like talking to the rat and then the rat you just like hear like the little like squeaky rat voices. Like this is like Charlie Brown. No, because like he's literally like so in control. Like the queen has like him wrapped around her finger, and then he's like, "Wait, never mind. I'm going to rebel against you."
That was a little bit of a turnaround moment for him, but like still not feeling him.
Yes, no, we're still not feeling him. It's just so funny because the second he like pops up in his real human form, like you can't even tell the difference. Like it's just so funny to me. Like
That's so accurate.
I feel like bad though because like this man like oh wait, I just looked up a picture of him now and he looks so different.
Oh,
Did he like lose weight?
wait,
Good for him.
I need to see now. Let me look it up.
No, it he looks really different.
Oh my gosh. Whoa.
Whoa.
He's still very creepy though.
He is.
Like that face.
It is kind of funny though. Like I'll give him that.
You know?
Wait, is that a Casetify phone case?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I really want to buy one. I've been looking at them. Is it worth
They,
it?
yeah, well, okay. This is my second one. I do really enjoy, but they're so expensive.
Yeah, that's like the one thing I'm like, that's why like every time I see like a person with it, I need to like ask them like if it's worth it.
I recommend. It's like a 9 out of 10 for me.
9 out of
So,
10. Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. Because I this boring phone case and that's like a freaking box around my phone.
You know, it works.
It worked. I mean, it's this or an OtterBox. So
That's the better option.
this is the better option. It's actually Pelican.
Okay.
So yeah. But yeah, I saw like the little logo like around the camera and I was like, I need to ask.
Yeah.
Okay. Up next we have Queen Narissa, who is the evil sorceress. And basically she hates Giselle for no reason.
Yeah. She's a crazy stepmother.
Yeah, I also love the scene where she like turns into like a mystical dragon thing.
Yeah. That terrified me as a child, though. Like, I could not.
I think that what would have made the movie even better is if she like turned herself into the dragon and then like exploded.
That would have made it better. Yeah.
But like is like I'm literally like wondering if she's going to be back in the sequel.
Did she die?
I don't remember. Like I just
Neither.
watched this movie like an hour ago. Like I should remember, but I don't.
I don't either. Well, if she didn't die, then she'll probably be back, but I don't know.
Or maybe they'll like have a new villain because it's called Disenchanted. So like they're gonna become unenchanted.
Are they gonna like all go back to the cartoon world or
I don't know. I'm really concerned. Like if they do,
it's not gonna be as good?
no. But if they still do like the animated and the real world,
That will be good. But
yeah.
more real world than animated.
Yeah. This movie
Yeah.
had like enough, but like towards the end when they like kind of went back into it, I was like,
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna have issues between like the prince and Nancy, and then Giselle will be like, it's okay.
the Prince and Nancy, like when they did their dance at the ball.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about like the whole ball scene. I just thought that they were all at this giant party and then like Giselle like gets killed or like bites the apple. And then she's like magically back to life. Like I totally forgot that the ball existed and then they like walked down the stairs and I was like, wait.
I love that.
Like this movie, it like had me like all over the place.
So many twists and turns.
Yeah, and also this Narissa, like, can we talk about how she was literally the evil queen and Maleficent like combined?
She was.
Kind of here for it though, because like this movie like is kind of like a parody of all Disney.
It is. I've never actually noticed that.
Yeah, I was like doing some research to like pretend I actually know what's going on in this movie, and that was like one of the things that came up, and I was like, wait, I never realized that.
I love that.
No, because I have kind of been on my podcast game lately. Like, this is exciting.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
It's been cool to see like development.
Yeah, I also rearranged my room and I hate this background, so I might just have to rearrange it again.
You know, it's okay. I'm sitting on the floor right now.
This sounds like such a weird thing, but you seem like such a person that would sit on the floor.
Yeah. Also like laying on the floor.
You know what? Here for it. Like I got my tea in my holiday in the park mug.
Love it.
Yeah, this is the yogi like throat coat tea.
The best tea. It's so good.
It's so good. Like I was not obsessed with this type of tea. I wasn't really a huge tea person. It's like one or 2 years ago. But then at work one day, we went to hang out with one of the other casts and they're like, oh, do you guys want some tea? And this was the tea that they had. And I am obsessed with it now.
It's so good. And it like doesn't even need anything. Like it's just so good on its own.
Sometimes I add a little honey if I want to like spice it up.
Love that.
But yeah, so this is good because like I used to drink it like at work all the time. Now I drink it like for podcasts. And then when I'm in Pippin, I'm obviously going to need it because I can only hit those notes like once a day. So like the one show a day is going to be like the max. No 2 show days, please. No, thank you.
You got it.
But yeah, so shout out to that yogi throat coat tea. It's just so good. Up next, we have the little chipmunk Pip. And I just want to talk about how he talks in the cartoon, but then when he gets to the real world, he like can't talk at all. And I just find that so freaking comical.
He was my favorite character as a child, I think. He's so cute.
He's cute, but like once he gets to the real world, he doesn't talk. So like, what were you basing this opinion on?
Yeah. I feel like they should have like had him be able to like talk to the prince and Nathaniel and the princess. Well, I think he could talk to Giselle still.
Yeah, that's what I'm
She could
saying.
understand.
He acts out all of his actions like a giant game of charades, not
so funny though.
charade.
Like the like biting the ice cube and then dying.
That was the best part.
Yeah.
Of like the acting. Like I literally was here for Pip. Also, the name Pip is like super cute.
It is cute. We
like
love him.
Every time Disney names a mouse, like the names are always cute. Like, can we just like talk about that? Like Gus from Cinderella. Yes. We almost named my dog that.
That would have been so cute.
I mean, technically his full name is so we have like August, like the month, but we call him Augie. But you could technically call him Augustus and still get the Gus.
You could.
So there's lots of different options to work with.
You were thinking.
Honestly, I did not do any of the thinking. It was all my sister because she was the one that wanted the dog. I was the one who was kind of like, I want a dog, but like,
I understand.
But now I'm obsessed with my dog, so it's good.
I love that.
Yeah, we do absolutely love that. So up next we have the daughter Morgan. Can we just talk about that? She literally was so mistreated, and she deserves to.
She's like, a queen, though.
Yeah, I'm also like very interested to see like what they're gonna do with her character in the second movie because the actress is probably like all grown up. Like, how long does this take place like afterwards? Like, there's a lot of questions that I have about this movie.
Me too.
But
if it doesn't live up to my standards,
if it doesn't, I will be upset.
Yeah.
Like, okay. I feel like there's no like information like for us to base it off of. But I think it should be good, ?
Hopefully.
Yeah, it's apparently done filming, so.
Okay.
Yeah, it ended filming on July 22nd, 2021.
My gosh. It better be good.
All right, well, last character, wait, that's it. We already talked about Nancy. That was the last one on Wikipedia, but we already talked about Nancy and how much we don't like her, but she was an icon because it's in Dina Menzel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's talk about some of the songs.
Okay.
So the song that ends the movie, Ever, Ever After, Iconic, but I looked it up on freaking Spotify and it's blocked.
What?
I know. This is a freaking travesty.
Wait. Why?
I don't know. Like sometimes Spotify will literally just block a random songs. Like it's still listed, but like I can't play it.
I'm seeing if I can now.
Yeah. So like we have like the Enchanted soundtrack and then it like Ever Ever After you can't play it.
Why does it say it's by a different person? Wait.
Who does it say it's by for you?
Oh my gosh, it is blocked.
That's horrible.
Well, there's this one it says original version, but then it says it's by Jordan Pruitt. This other one. I don't know if it's the actual one. Though.
Jordan Pruitt was a Disney star, but that's definitely not her.
Yeah. So good.
It's the best we're gonna do, so I'm gonna like it on Spotify, and I hope I'm also gonna probably have to edit that out for copyright reasons. I don't need to get a copyright strike. No, because I'm so terrified that like one day I'm just gonna get a letter from Disney being like, you must stop your podcast. I mean, I'm not even like a Disney like channel podcast anymore. I'm just like an anything podcast. So like they really can't like come at me.
No. If they do, I'll help you.
You're gonna be my lawyer. Maybe I should get Robert, the attorney, like on my team.
Okay, I'll call him up.
Yeah, just like, hey, Patrick Dempsey.
Can you play a lawyer?
No. I think that if I ever get a cease and desist from Disney, I think that will actually like be the highlight of my life.
Tears of joy and tears of sadness.
Yeah. So plot wise, it starts off with a very interesting animated sequence where we have Narissa trying to like protect her spot on the throne because once Edward marries, she like loses that spot. So she's like, I gotta like poison this girl, gotta poison this chick. And so she uses Nathaniel to like distract him, and I should say he meets Giselle, who dreams of meeting a prince, and she like sings a song. Like so good. And then he like starts singing with her, and it's like romantic. Is it not? Like, I think it's really cute. Like, I want to sing a duet.
Cute.
And like one of my life goals is to sing a duet with like someone who's interested in me.
That would be cute.
Yeah, just like like something from High School Musical, like at a karaoke.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh.
See that? I think it would be so good.
That would be cute.
So Edward and Giselle are basically like obsessed with each other, and they like fall in love in one day. Like the like dating, the like idea of falling in love is just non-existent.
They're just there already.
They're already in love. Like it was meant to be. But we can't forget the troll. Like the troll that like tried to like kill them, but then like not Nathaniel, Edward like saves them, and it's like, oh my gosh, you saved me, I love you.
My favorite part is when the troll starts singing the song too.
It's Disney. Every animal, every creature, and everyone knows the song.
Everyone, yeah.
Even I know the song. I was singing along. I'm not gonna lie. Like when it got to how do you know that she loves you?
The best song.
The best song. I am like dancing like in my bed because I'm lazy and I'm sitting in my bed watching this movie, and I'm just like, and while I'm watching this movie, I'm also doing podcast work. So we're just like living the dream, you know, happily ever after. So Narissa basically pushes her into a well, and then she transforms into a human in New York.
Love to see it.
We love to see it. No, we really do. And so we have her like come and across Robert, who is a divorce lawyer who is about to propose to Nancy.
Yeah.
Who we don't like.
Yeah.
She like finds this sign for a palace thing, and she thinks that it's an actual castle, and like goes on top of the sign and just like starts knocking on it, and it's so good.
It is.
And then the little girl is like, Daddy, there's a princess up there. It's
rescue her.
And then he's like, okay, I'll catch her, and then doesn't catch her.
She calls on him, yeah.
Kind of romantic. So then Giselle basically like stays in their apartment. And Morgan's like, she's a princess. And then he's like, you're crazy. Like this dude. We'll actually get to the part where I actually hated Robert in just a minute.
Okay.
So Pip and Edward go to rescue Giselle in the real world, and they also turn into live action selves. And so Pip can no longer speak. And so Nathaniel also comes out of this little sewer thing, and then the workers, the construction people, are like, another one.
That would be so concerning. Like, can you imagine?
Like, just imagine like being a construction worker, and then like you're just like seeing people come out of a sewer.
That would be terrifying.
All wearing like medieval like prince and princess costumes.
I would quit my job. I'd be like, heck no.
I'd be like, I've had enough, actually. I would also be like concerned like that I'm like hallucinating and be like, am I okay? Like, probably not. So she goes to clean the apartment, like because Giselle is like falling in love with Robert too, I guess. And she's like, I'm just gonna clean the apartment. And then she brings all of her animal friends and they like do it and they sing and it's like cute. And then Nancy like enter Nancy. She is like, she's like, I thought that you were just trying to balance your life, but I come in and there's another woman. You just needed to regulate the women or something like that. I was like, what does that even mean? Like, girl, you're done.
Calm down.
Like I was dying. Like when she was like, I thought that you really cared about your daughter.
Yeah, like, thanks, sweetie. You're not a parent.
Yeah, like this girl, Miss Girl was I was like, why do you care? Like if he is with other women, it's because you're not good enough. So like get out.
I'm crying.
What? She was such a rude, you know what? Like
we don't stand Nancy.
No, we do not. And so it's very interesting because Edward finds Giselle at the apartment after watching her on the news.
Yeah.
Kind of creepy.
The fact that he went to every apartment and was like, is she in here?
Is she in here? Like, is Giselle in here? Like, that'd be so funny. Like, imagine like being in an apartment and this like guy in a prince like outfit just is like, is she in here? Is my princess in here?
I'd be terrified. I would probably call the cops.
Oh, me too. I would definitely call the cops. I would be like, no, thank you.
There's a lunatic here.
No, because like realistically, like if these people were to like come into our world, I would literally think that they're insane.
Yeah. It'd be so scary too. I'd be like, nope, bye.
So after that, Edward is like, I'm gonna marry you. And then Giselle's like, wait, we should go on a date.
And he's like, what's a date?
What's a date? And then she like explains it out to him, like lays out all of the potential like options. Like she like gave him everything.
Yeah, and he's like, I guess.
No, you're done. Like I was so frustrated with this man because like we also can't forget that he Edward tried to kill Robert and the little girl with his sword.
That was horrible.
I feel like I shouldn't have laughed, but I did.
You know.
Wait, actually, I skipped over the part where I hated Robert. Okay.
Oh.
We're gonna rewind. So we hear, or it's like Giselle like sitting on the couch, like dressed like down, like in her pajamas, and she's like, "He's gonna come. I know it."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "No, he's never coming. You're insane," or something like that. I was like, "Whoa, dude!"
And then she goes off on him.
No, like this. She can do whatever she wants. Like if she thinks that this prince or princess is coming, like just let her live.
No, he was so rude to her. I was like, Robert, get out. You know you're in love with her. That's why you're mad.
That's like the whole thing. I was like, if you're like, you can clearly tell he's starting to like have feelings. And then he's like, you're insane. He's never coming for you. I was like, oh, my teeth thing ripped off.
Oh, I think it's jealousy. He's like trying to make her realize that the guy's not in love with her, but I don't know. We don't like Robert in that moment.
Yeah, I did not vibe with that for sure. I felt like that was like my part where I didn't like Robert. But after that, after they kind of like finished up their rough patch, I was like, okay, shit. That's such a toxic mindset. I can't even with myself. I can't. So from there, they are about to like leave, but Giselle's like, I can't leave Robert behind. So then Narissa comes back and offers a poison apple at this ball. And what does Giselle do?
She was going through it, man. She had to take a bite.
She had to take a bite. Like Yes, if this old suspicious woman is like, eat an apple, and I was going through it like I am right now, I would not just be like,
Yeah, no.
but I digress, as she literally did it anyway. So she begins unconscious, and then she like is put into a sleep, and they're like, she only has a few more minutes to live.
She needs true love's kiss.
Yeah, so what do every single Disney fairy tale movie end with? True love's kiss. So Narissa tries to escape with her body, like through like the magical doorway, and she's like over her shoulder. Too good. Yeah. Too good.
The body like flopping. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't know if you are. I'm actually broken now. I don't know if I can continue.
I apologize.
So yes, the body is flopping around over her shoulder. And so Narissa is like freaking out, like then she's like reveals her plot. And then Nathaniel's like, you never cared about me.
It's not your time, Nathaniel, but it's
yeah, step aside. So then Robert's like, the only way to awake her is through true love's kiss. So Mr. Edward's kiss does not awaken Giselle.
No.
That would have just been too easy. So, this is when it gets really good. The dragon is gonna drop Robert to his death off this huge building. And so then Pip comes to like support Giselle. And you can't forget that Robert also awakens her with the kiss, because magically now they're in love too. And
when Nancy was like, just kiss her, Robert, I was like, shut up, Nancy.
Shut up, Nancy. You know, out the door. And so now Narissa like is on the top of this building. So then Giselle helps defeat her by causing her to fall to the streets, and then she explodes into glitter.
Because it's Disney, people.
Happily ever after. And so Giselle manages to catch him, and then they kiss again.
Yep. And it's beautiful.
And then they show this happy new lifestyle where Edward and Nancy are falling in love.
Yeah.
It's funny, like the two most hated characters of this movie just magically fall in love, and I'm like, shit.
They're canceled together. So
canceled together. Nathaniel stays in New York. And then they write autobiographies. And then we can't forget the fashion design business, where she falls in love. Yeah.
In Disenchanted.
And then they show like her life with Robert, and then it's like happily ever after. And then Carrie Underwood starts singing, and it's like adorable.
Iconic.
So what did we think?
Definitely like high on my list of movies.
No, me too. It's super good. I think the one thing I'm gonna have to take points off of for is because I felt like it was kind of like repetitive.
Yeah.
But it's still top tier, so I'm gonna have to give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Like, it's not a 10 out of 10, but it's definitely a 9 out of 10. Things that can make it better, which I'm hoping they solve in the sequel, is kind of just like more chemistry, obviously, between Robert and Giselle. I mean, obviously they were still falling in love, but I would love to see them happily married. Would love to see more of Nancy and Edward, kind of see where they're at. And I would also like to see more of that evil witch.
And her dragon self.
Oh yeah, the dragon must be in it. Otherwise, it's like it's not gonna be worth it.
No.
But yeah, do you have any other comments about this movie?
I don't think so.
No, I also just want to say that How Do You Know is the best song.
It is. 100%. If you disagree,
get out.
that's okay. You're just canceled now.
Yeah, so you're canceled with Nancy and Robert.
Yeah.
No, not Robert.
Go join them.
Edward. I still get them mixed up.
Oh, Robert.
No, we love Robert. We love you.
Hey,
Defend
Edward.
me in case I get a cease and desist, please. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. What a time.
What a time.
Well, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast again.
Yeah.
I had a super fun time. This was a good one.
Me too.
When you picked this movie, I was like, perfect. I was like, you're also the reason that I decided to do this like Princess Royalty Month. So
you're welcome, everyone.
Yeah, everyone is I'm literally so excited. Princess Diaries. I have literally both of them.
So iconic.
And everyone's gonna come at me, but I have never seen either of them.
Okay, it's okay because I recently saw them.
Okay, so it makes me feel a little bit better.
Both very good.
Okay, definitely so excited because I'm recording on the day of recording this. I'm recording the first one tomorrow, and then the next one is actually not for a little bit, but it'll be good.
It will be good. You will highly enjoy.
Okay, I'm so excited. Yeah, thank you everyone so much for listening to this episode of the podcast. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all the places at That's So Matthew, and subscribe to me on YouTube, and check out my website, that'smatthew.com, for all the fun stuff, updates, merch, and more. I think that's everything. So have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all in another episode again soon. Bye.